And I was born in Somerset, Kentucky in 1933. Third month, the 13th day of 33. So I had a Kentucky start off. We moved to Indiana in 1940, 41, I think, or 42. Dad moved up to raise tomatoes, but my dad didn't have we didn't have electricity on the farm, and everything we done was all by hand. He made his own boards to put on the house, to roof, for shingles, made his own shingles. He made chairs in the summertime, in the wintertime rather, for he wouldn't know work. So he worked in the logwoods and stuff like that for money, shuck corn and stuff. But we really didn't have an awful lot of money. It was right after the Depression too, So we had to. He'd trade chickens for chairs, He'd build chairs and furniture, and he didn't have no power tools or nothing. He just done it by hand. He'd trade them chairs for chickens because he could sell it. Trade the chickens, to the grocery store to sell them, and that's what. But we had chickens of our own, but that's the way he raised the money to. He traded chickens to the grocery store for the money to run the farm on, and we all had one horse. We farmed with it what little we could do, but he had one horse turning plow, and we farmed that farm with that horse. As a matter of fact, one of the horses, one time, I asked my brother, I said, "What happened to that horse? The reason it died?" He said, said, "Dad said the flies ate it up." Well, I can't hardly believe something like that. Flies ate the horse. He said, "Yeah, it did." Well, there was so many of them, many flies, that summer they got on the horse so bad that he just covered it up. And Dad would take a paddle and bat them flies with it. He's killed 2 and 3 times, 3 at one lick, one smack. And them flies would just eat, they ate a little here and a little there, and all that blood, it just kept sucking it out of him. And the horse died. But we'd have corn, when we'd go to the mill to grind corn or something, we'd grind it, we'd shell it, and then take it over to the river, where they have the stones in the river, in the water, that turned and ground that corn, and made cornmeal out of it. That was their way with money. And I was usually the one that, my brothers didn't care about riding a horse like I did, so I was real young, 5 and 6 year old, going to the mill to grind the corn. They'd tie the corn on the saddle, even it up where the same amount on each side, and I'd take that corn and then of course I'd have to stay and play with the kids. So that was the first time I ever ate a possum. I had one for dinner, and the Mom would say, "What'd you have for dinner?" We had. I told him it was a fox. I thought it was, I'd never seen one. He said, "You didn't eat no fox." I said, "No." He said, "Did it have a tail did it look like old Joe?" That was an old dog we had. "Oh, no. It had a tail like a rat." I said, "You ate a possum." And I was just a little bitty fella, and what we didn't know about what possums ate. And we wasn't really too particularly crazy about eating that stuff either. But it did taste good, I'll have to say that. It was good. That woman baked it. She baked it in the oven and then boiled it. I don't know what else she did do to that thing, but when we got to, we had some sweet taters and a whole bunch of stuff to eat, and I loved it. But I didn't, that's the last time I ever ate any of it. But that is your imagination, the biggest part of it. So that's what when we would get a meal, you know. We had they had corn or coal in that country, but it was roads were so poor that we didn't have no way to truck hauling a corn or coal out, so we just didn't have no. Not till later on, later years, they got coal in there and got, you know, that made it worthwhile. But we couldn't. Coal company didn't pay enough to make roads, you know, so they